Alright, it's Town Dog. I'm gonna try to make a little flight tonight. I hadn't had to make a video now in 2 days. I started one yesterday, sometime and up in the day, and it about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I assumed recording, and the recorder wasn't running. I hit the button to turn it on. It was not in view, and it didn't come on. I looked over it, and I thought it was on. It wasn't on. I couldn't read the label words that, and it wasn't running. And I wasted that time. It was another part I have left too, which I've got to redo now. So first chance I get. But right now I'm gonna take this little. This is what's on the screen right now is two of me and Raider sitting there. He's playing, keeps crawling. He's not there. It's just sitting there running. It ain't brakes ain't maybe locked, but it's crawling forward. But if mine's tied down and shut down, we're both there. Not J3s. They're carbon baby aces, and we're with Tundra wheels, and I'm gonna fly it out to Round Lake, which is just a real short flight out there. And I've got another flight ahead of it. I could stop it there and start over, or I could go on there. I'll decide that as I go. Right now I'm gonna get in the plane, see if I can get this thing cranked. Now, right there is the virtual cockpit, and it ties it down and covers the seat. So let's uncover it so we can see what's going on. What you have to do to uncover it, just release the brakes. It takes the tie downs off and uncovers it. Now you don't have any brakes. So here we go. That's what the main panel looks like. It's 3D. The 2D, this is the original panel for a plane, this plane or one like it. It could be, I think it's for the J3. But anyway, there's it is with my fixings on it. And now let's see if we can get this thing to running. First thing I need to do is get some mixture bleached up. The fuel's already set on both. That's where I want it. We'll turn the power on right here. This plane ain't supposed to have any kind of charge or anything. I got all that added on myself. I had to have something to get this up here running. I wouldn't run without it. And contact. It did start, it is running. Let's get some lights and stuff on. I also added lights on the navigation equipment outside. It's got a real good smoke system. I'm gonna leave it off for now. Now let's go back to here. Let's see if we can make this thing to a runway. I hadn't checked the fuel. I might have checked the fuel before I get off the ground. In fact, if I knew where a pump was, I'd just run by it. Because we hadn't flew very far, but I don't know how far this thing will go on a tank of fuel either. Good ways, I'm sure. The runway's right there, but I don't know. Wouldn't mind running by a fuel pump. I knew where one was. Let's go this way. We'll just fill up. If we don't see one down here somewhere, and I don't think we're going to. Some more stuff over that way. I need to take off to the north. I don't have no idea which way I'm running, so I'm going to look right. Well, I might be able to look right here and tell. Going west somewhat. West, southwest actually right now. Which means as long as you're going in a southerly direction, north is the other direction for takeoff, ain't it? Okay. Keep going this way, see if we can find a fuel pump. If not, I'll see something way down yonder. Yeah, I see one. I believe I see a fuel pump. Let's go down and fuel this thing up. Let's just take this taxiway right here. Anybody coming? I don't see nobody. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Can't look straight down and see anything. Right there. Let's go across the runway now. Beep, 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 beep. Across the runway. Hello, here we come. Let's go down and gas this thing up. Now, actually, that right there, it says we got quite a bit of fuel. That's your fuel gauge in this. In this cockpit, that's your fuel gauge right there. That stick float goes down, it's on a float, and when you can't see much stick, you ain't got much fuel. Higher that longer that stick is, the more fuel you got. Let's go over this way now. Pretty sure I see a fuel station right yonder. Well, what have I got in the other one? I think I got a fuel analyzer in the other panel. I usually keep it in there. Yeah, we do. Right now we've got 10 gallon. Go back to here and let's go down and get gassed up. 10 gallons is going to be at least over half. I don't know how far we're going. Maybe about to stop getting fuel. Not going to Round Lake, but going, if I go on, I've got a little manual flight set up that I might want to try to do. I didn't pick the name of the airport now. When I announced them, I chose them, but I didn't. I'm not the one that created them. They were already there. They're default airports. One of them's got a name that I wouldn't believe is there. Round Lake is where we're going to be going. It's a little round lake. Got a little airport on it. A friend of mine used to like going there. He lives in Albany. He's no longer with us. And I'm going to see if I can fly this plane up to Round Lake and land it up there. So this little helicopter pad. And Flight 798, you could return that pad and fill your tank up. They ain't in here like that, I don't think. I hadn't found one. But a fuel truck, if he can't come, he won't come to this one. He works on this airport, he won't come to this one. Has to be a big airliner, I think. Let's pull it up in front of this pump and see if he won't gas it up. Paid that man in advance. He's supposed to be standing there waiting to fill it up. Let's see if he does. We'll pull that up into here. Right about the cross line where it's at there. Wing may get in the pump, but I ain't gonna worry too much about it. There's that cross line over there. It looks like the pump's a little tight. I'll stop on that. She should fill this thing up, but it ain't already done it. Let's check him out. We're gonna go to this tank right here. 11 gallons. She was one gallon down. She don't hold but 11, well 12. She holds what she does. She holds 12, but as soon as you crank it, it's got 11.9 gallons. It's filled it back up sitting here after it runs down 110. So we're gonna get this thing to moving. Let's find us a runway and see if we can get out of here. Now, I'm not going to try to fly it this way, I don't think. Well, I might a little bit. I may also pop up another more visible means of direction. But we'll see if we can find our way up there. I know what's up there and how to get there. It's also got an ADF that's been added. I didn't know that till my friend just got through. Mr. Weefly just got through rebuilding the airport. He didn't make it big and extra unrealistic. He made it as close as he could, I think, to the Google, zoomed in on Google. That's what he tried to build. But they did add, I noticed he added a VOR and an ADF, and probably ILS too. I don't know. I know he did the VOR and the ADF. I'm not planning on trying to use it. If I get lost, I'll turn the ADF on so I can find the airport. But I shouldn't get lost. Let's go right over here and get over to that runway. And I don't know which runway this is, but I'm looking for runway 1. That's what I'm looking for. But if I don't get it, I'm going to take what I got. We're going south, so this could be it right here. There's the end of it right yonder, I think. Is there a way to get from here over? I don't believe it is. We may just go down we may backtrack it because I don't see a taxiway from here over. If it is, I can't see it from here. Let's backtrack it and see what that number is. I don't think nobody coming. We're going to ease on. Let's start backtracking. Sound ain't very loud on the edges. I don't know how everything else does. I had checked it today. I hope it's alright. My sound been turning itself down here lately on my voice. I had to go back and reset it. In fact, I did a backup restore today. I might ought to check it before I go any further. But I can't without stopping. But if it ain't doing, it's doing voice. I see it playing. Whether I hear it or not, it's playing. I see it moving. Looks pretty loud. The engine sound need to be turned up a little bit. It's not very loud. Desktop's wide open, I do believe. I just checked it didn't move, so. See what this number is right here. I didn't look at the past it. I don't need all the runway, I just want to read the number. Runway 1, that's one I'm after. That's the one I'm supposed to be on. Alright, let's stop right there. Wish I had a way to test that sound without quitting. I don't want to edit the video. I'm going to try it, but if that don't work, we'll just delete it again. There'll be another one gone. Here we go. It don't take no speed to get this thing there. Get out, Trim. Come on, Trim, get right. Quit acting silly. Well, we're going to go out this way right here. That's close to 010 right there. Let's see if we can find that. Now, if I go to the other run I was talking about, I'm going to come back down here to that river right there. That's the Hudson. Come back down to the Hudson and go up it. Down would be to New York, to New York town, city, and up it'll be up to the lakes up there. And up there about them little lakes up there. So small lakes, we get the big lakes. It's the airport, I'm probably thinking about trying to find. I'll be back in a minute. Doing pretty good. I don't have the autopilot set. I walked out, left it, it's still flying. I got back. Still climbing slowly. See if I can slow down that climb a little bit because I don't need to climb too much more. Don't really want to go down, but I don't want to climb a lot more either. So we're going to go out here. I'm a little bit off now on my heading. I done drifted over about 15 degrees. I think it's right here. I think's where I need to go. I'll do in a minute. Nope, wrong way. Go this way. Somewhere along right there ought to do it. Between north and slightly east to north. Right along there ain't bad at all. I should be able to find what I'm looking for when I get out there. This little plane here. Push throttle wide open, I'll check it. Trim again, it'll get out of hand with me. There's a couple things I'm looking for. First thing, it's a little round lake out here. Well, a two-part lake. It's a round lake that's got a little lake off the side of it hooked to it, which may be right there in front of me. And also there's a fuel reserve. I'm looking for a reserve because that marks me to be on the right place to get into the airport without any electronics at all. Now let's get back down. We're climbing too much now. I don't want to be more than 1,500 feet high is all I want to be. 2,000 now. Right, getting that way. Now, our heading is still not bad. We ought to be alright right where we at. I had to get me a pill for the night. I got it and took it. Take one cholesterol pill at night. That should go back to climbing, but it may not on its own without me having to touch the trim. It is climbing. I don't know why I was thinking. I was thinking it was falling, it was climbing. I don't really want to climb anymore, but I want to hold somewhere around where I'm at. I can sit there. I got an autopilot and all built in, but I don't want to mess with it. Try to get out there like I'm going here. Looks good on heading. Not too bad on altitude. A little high really, but not high enough to hurt anything. Just keep driving and see what we got here. We're trying to get out here. See where we at here. Now remember that lake right there, you have to come pretty well across it to get to where I'm going. Now we got, behind us we got Albany Airport, and then off to our left over there a little ways, that's Schenectady. There's the other airport over there. The good size airport. Out here in front of me somewhere there's Round Lake, which may be a lake I'm looking at. Right on my right in front of me. Very easily could be, probably is. In fact, I think I see the airport. It's on the other side of the lake on the east side. We're trying to find that oil reserve. If you'll loop at oil reserve and head to the lake, it'll put you close enough for landing on the other side. Now he's reworked this airport. It's not what FSX actually carries, but he hasn't reworked it to a point to make it plumb ridiculous. He's reworked it the way he said close as he could to the map. Now we get back inside the plane. I don't see the reserve yet, unless it looks like it right there on the lake, but it might not be. I gotta be sure for. Of course, I could use. As I get closer, I'll recognize it. Probably it. Yeah, I may see the oil reserve, or whatever tank it is, a tank of some kind. We start down a little. I don't want to get in too big a hurry. I just want to ease down. Now, Round Lake is in a two-part lake. That might not be it, but it's out here, and I believe it ain't far out here either. So something right yonder, but it ain't the lake. I know. It could be this. It could be the next one. But I'm looking for a big oil tank sitting right out here. The road here goes right across the end of the lake. Lake is in two parts. It looks like an airport right there, though. If that's an airport, there ain't no other airport on the lake except Round Lake. There's an oil tank right there. She lays right there. See her right there. I see the oil tank. That's where we headed right there. Here we go. We're going to put this thing, airport will be right in here. We want to go around that tank and go right across the lake. That's what we want to do. I used to do it all the time. We was flying together up here. Let's try it again. Trying to get this on. Nobody says anything. There's two people in the room with me, but they both have stepped away. Well, one of them may actually be flying, but he don't know I'm here. He hasn't said nothing. Whoop, wrong trim. I was on the wrong button. Trim it up and settle down. I want that oil tanker to go right around my right wing. At about 500 feet at that. Not much more than that. I forget the altitude of the airport. It don't really matter long as we're looking at it. When I say 500, I mean above the ground, not above sea level anyway. I think sea level is, it's only, I think the airport's only 200 or 300 feet though. I don't think it's higher. It should be higher up here though, really, but I don't know. Being so far north. I'll still see, I think that tank's sitting right there. It's a small, low-built tank. Say small, it's a good sized tank, but, and also I know it's just off that double road. There's a 2-lane highway, single highway over right next to the lake there. Try to get this thing down around that thing now, back to the end of that airport and land. If I watch my trim, I can back off on the throttle. Do I have to back off this early though? It's too early. Try to push it on in there. It snowed up in here, looks like. Ground's all covered with white. Now you can see the tank. It's the features of it. It almost looks like a building, but it's not. It's a tank. It looks more like a smaller tank in FSX box, but in here it's a little more different. Steam is revamped it a little bit, looks like. Then vents revamped. Round Lake Airport on the other side. We're going to see if we can get over and land. Start backing off and getting down. I just don't want to touch the ground with the water at all. Need to go over about that little road going crossways and head out that little road probably. That looks like it'd be pretty close to where we wanted to go. I want to get down here a little lower. See traffic on the road. Let's see, we're already outside of that. There is a house there too, but we're outside the tank now. Anywhere across here be just fine, headed back in. Come on around to, I meant to check the right way ahead. I forgot. They were 1 in 19 or something, I forget. But I did see that they had a ADL point, but I'm not using it. So I know where it's at. The tree line, it's on the left of the tree line, so the tree line wasn't there, and he added that because that's what it shows on Google. But in box it wasn't there, and I don't think it was there in Steam until he reworked it. Alright, turn right in here. Looks a little further around than it used to be. Actually, I ain't picked up on the runway just yet. But it's grass, it's hard to see. There it is, just the other side of the tree line though. Come in behind the tree line here. Slow her down a little. What's my airspeed? About 50 right there. Like we've had a little sunshine over today. Grass look like wet. Ice may be thawing. Well, here we go. We're down on the runway. As Albany did Round Lake. We got some features over here that's been added into it. Let's go over and take a look, see. I'll get right in there where I want right there. Alright, there they are. Now, on the other FSX, there was a little taxiway that went down to some storage building or something there. That's not in here unless it's under snow. He probably took it out. There's a little T, like a T place right here. T intersection going into here now. There's the sock right there. He added all this stuff here where you take place of buildings that are really on the airport area. And he was talking about adding a car, some cars and stuff. And I mentioned him adding a Buick because a friend of mine, he told me he did or used to drive a Buick like mine. I've got an '03. He has something about the same model, give or take a year. The little Buick, I don't know what color his was. I don't remember. He told me, but I don't remember. That's what that right there is supposed to predict, I do believe. And it's pretty close to right shape. Ain't too bad off. Okay. The fact of it is the side light there looks just like it. It's like a car I drive right now, except mine's a light blue. I don't remember what model he drove. I don't remember exactly what color. We flew together every night from 10 to 12, almost every night, almost guaranteed he'd be there. All you had to do is be ready, he'd be there. We'd fly for 2 hours, he'd shut down and go to bed. It was, my house was 10 to 12, his house was 11 to 1, I think, when he done it. What else see over? I didn't see that earlier. Got an airplane sitting over in the garage, Got a personal. That's sitting, look like it's sitting back. No, maybe it's out in the yard. Almost looks like it's sitting on. Yeah, it's out in the yard. There's a little airplane sitting over. What color is that? Now, if that was a taper wing, I'd say, yeah, okay. Because he flew his taper wing. He loved Bob Blackjack's racer. I've got it too. He loved it. Alright, that's the scene around here, that's it. Winter's here, ice all over everything. So let's go over here and get turned around. And I may just try to fly up that river on how long it'll take. Or what it'll consist of. We don't have to go to the end of the runway because this thing here will take off just a little bit nowhere. But let's go on down and look at it and see the end of the runway. Woods look like probably the way they were in before, which he hadn't moved the woods, it's already there. But of course we tried to come in bigger planes too. I tried to bring a 747 in here. I ended up way out here in the woods somewhere. I was 777 I brought in here. They were in here messing around. Told them I was fixing to fill that airport up. I'm coming in a 777. So I did get it down on the grade on the runway. Taxied way off out of the woods where I could stop. Anyway, here we are right here, ready to take off again. Now he got the trees real close to the runway here. I don't know if that's he's talked like it. What he done was as accurate as he could get to what's there on the Google map where he got it from. Now we're ready to go here. I say what I need to do now is our out course was 010, so our course back to the river, which we can't anywhere out that way. All we gotta do is find the river. But that 190 get you back to the river. We'll go to the river. We gotta go to the north up the river, see if we can follow it. Don't we actually follow it or not? Depending on how far it goes before it gets unfollowerable, or if it go all the way to the lake. So let's get out here and see. Let's take a little trip. Take a little trip. I didn't gas back up. I don't know. He probably got a fuel trigger on here, but I don't know where it's at. All right, we're off the ground. Back inside the plane in a few minutes. Let's turn to a heading of 190 if I can. Close as I can get to it. I'm not worried about going around that tank, even though that's my first intention to try to go around that tank. It's over this way though a little bit, so We still can. There it is right yonder. Got over that tank and around. Use it as a visual waypoint. Now, turn right down this way to 190, give or take. Anywhere between 190 and 200 will take me to that lake. And a lot of other things take me to that lake also, because it goes across her and back to the north after a while. That's right there. I'm going to go to Schenectady. That airport is Schenectady, but the river's between there. Let's go toward that instead of going back to Albany's on back. Albany's on back over in there somewhere. We're not going to go there. We'll go to Schenectady. Whoa, wrong button. Schenectady's good enough because the airport's still, I think the lake's still between us and the airport. If not, it's just the other side of it. I think it's this side of it. I think it goes around both airports to the north side and west side, east side, and then off to the west and north. Now there's two airports out here. The first one that we got to go past on the river, it's a little off to the left of the river. Let me get my book back out and change pages. Took 2 pages because I scattered out too much. We're headed to a place called, it's Amsterdam Airfield is what it's called. We're going to pass it. Then we're going to go to another one first, which is on the other side up on top of a little ridge. We may not even see it. But if that river goes far enough, we're going to try to go to open lake, a open lake. I don't know what the name of it is. I didn't read the name, whether it's the big lake or just one of the others. And I'll go up the right shore or the northeast shore. Go up that one side of it till I find an airport that's pretty close to the water. A little ways off, but not much. There's 2 of them up there, one there, one about another a little bit further than that. But we're going to see if we can find them off the seat of our britches today. I don't have any markers up there. In fact, I didn't see any up there. So we either find them or we don't. And we need to watch our fuel, so watch it stick right there get short. If it gets too short, there's 2 airports. We can stop at every one of them, get fuel. Now, I mean, this cockpit is still good. No, it's got all kinds of fancy equipment. This is a prettier cockpit. But the reason I can't put nothing on this one, these gauges here are behind the panel. If you try to put something on this panel, it'll be behind it. You won't see it. Only thing you see is what's in them holes cut out there. And this is my communications radio, a little walkie-talkie. Up antenna going up and hooked up. Where it's hooked at, I don't know. The 2 cables right there are steering cables for ailerons. Now, I don't want to get too high. I'll stay where I can see that river. Let's see if we can find that river. I know it's over here. I just don't know exactly where at this route. So I can see it right there coming across, right there. Right there. Whoa, dad blame it. My keyboard's on an angle. When I do that, I get my hand on the wrong button. I'm not sure where river is concerning that airport there. I thought it was on this side of it. I see a river way over yonder behind it. Maybe it's the other side of it here. This is Schenectady. That much I'm pretty sure of. So we gotta find a river. We just hold this course till we find it. If it ain't, there it is right there. I see it right there now. Right there. It does go just the other side of the airport. One's on one side of the river, one's on the other. I wasn't sure about that. I see it now, so there's no doubt about it. Albany's across the river. It's connected on this side. We're gonna go up that river till we come to a lake if everything works out right. And don't anybody cause us to stop. Engine's a little louder once I throttled up too. It sounds pretty good. I'm up at a little over 2,000. Come back down a little bit. All we gotta do is not get into the mountains up our hills. But we gotta go around through them mountains out the other side though. This river goes through them. And come out the other side and then go up along the, after you come out of the mountains the other side, it's sort of a low plain look like. I imagine the river still goes up through it, but I don't know. And it's supposed to turn and go into that lake, or come out of that lake actually. I believe once we get across the mountains to the other side, all we gotta do is go to the right up that little plain area there. Well, there should be Schenectady right there. I feel like it barkers down, turning them buttons. This connects to the airport, and we're going to go up this is the Hudson. One of the band landed the big airport on, but it's up there where it's bigger back there in New York than it is here, I think. We used to mess around and land on them little islands in there too. A lot. And it's a little bigger planes and faster planes than these, but not a lot bigger faster. If you get lined up, this one here would be easy to land on it. No problem at all. We get over here over the river. We got a few bridges up through yonder. I think I might have landed on the bridges once upon a time. I don't remember. I know I flew under it. I don't remember about landing on it. I was in a KABL. That's the slowest flying plane. For the size of the plane, it's the slowest flying plane I've ever seen. Had leading edge flaps, and you could drop them all the way down. That plane just sort of floating there. Looked like it almost stopped. About 30, 35 knots instead of fly. Oh. A little more altitude back out of that button. There and follow this river and all this water. I hope that bridge will hold me or not. I could take a shot at it. Nothing else pushes. I did want to go on and get this flight done, but I'm not in no hurry. Let's see if we can bring us around to that runway, to that little road, see if we can get on that bridge. Well, there's two bridges. That right there looks stouter than others. I don't want to go in the water. I don't mind. If I go through the bridge, I need to be able to come back up without. Next thing is fanning it again. Come on. Come on right here. Come on right here. Don't slide off that bridge. Come on right here. That might not be solid. Don't even look that solid from here. It is too. We're down on it. We've done a good job. That's the thing about this plane. It's easy to do that too. You might not be able to turn around on it, but anyway, we got down. Go back outside the plane. See if we can get turned around without getting off the bridge. Anyway, we on down on this little bridge here. If we go through over next to that rail, you don't go through it, you'll fly right off of it. And don't watch the tail go off and drop you off, but most times the tail don't have no weight to it. But as long as the front wheel's down, most time you'll stay on to a certain amount anyway. Alright, let's get up and head back up the river to our left. Don't forget which direction we're going. It's easy not to know. But I don't have a compass bearing which we're just going. But this right here is the way we're going, I'm pretty sure. Once you turn around, you can't look at it and tell it. By the way I looped, though, this should be it. Now, another bridge right there. I'm probably not going to try to land on every one of them. How many's up through here? Is that a bridge? Huh. That look like a railroad bridge or something. What that looks like, sitting on the water. I was going to try to go under, but it didn't look possible once I got there. I don't know where this river goes from here. Let's see if we... Alright, it goes on the underway right there. It's like a couple of small channels. I don't want to get off on the wrong one. Run to a dead end. There's another bridge. That's another car bridge. This goes over under the mountains and go between them. I don't know how much squirrel ride does before it gets there. I hadn't pulled up an air pop-up yet. I got several. I got all the original pop-ups that I used in this one. And call outs and everything else. I didn't hear him call out and I landed back there though. I probably hadn't reset the plane since I put them in. If you don't reset it, it won't work. I hadn't heard it call out in every time. It's supposed to have call outs in it. I bet I hadn't reset it since I've done it. Alright, we got a water tank right there. Alright, you understand the mountains we go between up through there, the river goes through them. Let's see what the scenery looks like up through here. Oh. Yeah, this is our little Baby Ace, Corbin Baby Ace. See what's out there. The road go around circles there. Must be that's an intersection. Oval's what that is. Yep. Let's get on off interstate. Change from one interstate to another. Another bridge. I've seen little scenery glitch. Mr. Razor went to get his. I think it's something to eat. No, he went to wrap some packages. He never come back. I don't guess if he did, I wasn't back. I had to get out too a minute. I didn't actually leave. I just had something to do for a minute here in the room, in the other room. All right, we're gonna follow this river right on up through here. Now, like I said, it's an airport on the right, on this level of the river. It ain't up high, I don't think. The second one is up high. First one's on about this. Come on now, quit going down. All right now. I keep working at trim, but I don't seem to be doing that. When you turn like that, you lose a little altitude too if you don't watch. All right, there's another airport. I'm talking about right there. There's one of them. So now we're about a third to halfway through this channel here. That's an airport right there. And I remember us landing there a few times too. That's got some woods at the other end. Get you in trouble. Pressure bringing in something of pretty good size. That's what we was doing. Planes that was a little too much speed to want to stop. Now the next airport is on top of one of these mountains on the right. A little farther off the waterway too. It's a good little ways off. We won't see it unless we climb up high enough to get over it. I'm gonna fly a little ways, but I do need to know when I pass it, so let's go ahead and climb up and see if we can see it. It ain't too far from between them two. I think we'll be out of between the mountains here in a few minutes. So it means this flight's long. I didn't think it was that far, but I didn't know. When you go to use the map to figure out something by, I'm looking at the top of that mountain right with all the trees on it, sort of flat on top from here. Like I try to get high if I can look over it, because I've got to be able to see the top of it. I want to see that airport. Now it wouldn't hurt. We had one little aid here. I think it's over here, I think. Get rid of that. I don't want that up. One behind it. I don't want that in there either. Now, that right there helped me tell I got my nose too high or whatever. If you get up here pretty high, stall it out trying to. I think I'll make you an airport right yonder. The next airport on the right is the last one on this river. Ain't none up there, so it's probably it. Look like probably in front of me right yonder. Something laying right in there. It's pretty close to the end of this channel here. Now the water may stop, but the river itself really don't. Look like our main water's going to stop here. That channel going back to the right may have a little water in here and yonder. And up to that lake. Once we get to the lake, I'm climbing high, but I'm trying to get where I can see that airport. I believe that's going to be it right yonder. I just need to know that I passed it and how far I am. The distance between these two airports and the distance out past the end of the mountain is less out than it is between them. And this little, I think I see the runway right yonder. A runway. There's another airport on the side of the lake that I got to pass also, but it's on the lake. After you get to the lake. Pretty sure it's an airport over that hill there. I keep climbing, trying to get where I can see over a little bit. I don't see nothing out here nowhere. And back yonder's one we came by a while ago, I do believe. But they look like the flat plains out there. And there's a lake right on the right, so that's where we actually headed. Up on that lake, I'm pretty sure. Once we find the lake, we've got to go up along the right bank of it. The north and east bank of it. There's two airports up there. We're going to the first one. The name of the airport. This airport here is the name of this one here that I'm looking for now. Which I really hadn't seen yet. I'm pretty sure it's here. The name of it is Winskowski, and that other, I'm a little bit leery about calling the name of it, but that's where we headed. It's spelled penis, but anyway, it's an airfield. I know, not a nice word, but that's what the airfield named. I didn't name it; it just happened to be that. You could have called it Peanut, been better than that. I still don't see another airport, but of course it was a ways off the river, so. It's on top of one of these plateaus. I don't see it. I know it's another one in here. I thought it was right in there, but I don't see it. Okay, it's a pretty good ways off out there, though. I didn't have any electronics to it, so that river does turn to just a little streak down. But I believe it'll go to the lake, but I see the lake already, so it don't matter. But that last airport was within, I believe. Where I looked on the map, I believe it was within. I keep seeing right there. Mr. Boeing guy just came back in. He may say something.
Channel switched.
I'm gonna move down. Let him know I'm recording. I still don't see an airport. That don't look like an airport. That right there almost looks like an airfield. Straight line like that. Grass strip with it. I thought it was a bigger airport than that, though, to be honest with you, but I don't remember. But it was on this side. It wasn't on the other side, I believe. I do not see it. Well, that ain't it. And now, right up in here, this starts swerving back that way. All this channel, everything, I think moves back that way, but I'm not 100% sure. I see an airport out yonder in front of me. I'm gonna have to pull the GPS up for a minute, get an idea of what I'm looking at. Over here, I can actually terrain everything to exactly what I'm looking at. The lake we headed to right there. Let's go. Whoa, baby dot. Wait a minute. Lake there might not be it. Thought it was. It's actually come out of these mountains here. There's still mountains up in here. I don't know. I don't tell you nothing there. I was following. Schenectady. I ain't no airports on that lake. Yeah, it is too. That's one we're going to right there off our. This here one, that's another one. It's a big one off to our right now though. That's one of my first intentions, but I'm starting to wonder. I'm gonna go right, that lake's up there. These rivers don't turn that way much as I thought they did. There's the big lake right there when we headed to. I knew as soon as you passed the mountains, it was hanging right. The mountains we just come out of. I began to wonder if he wasn't that going to Mother's. The Mother's on up into Canada, but I think returns the water and there's as soon as I get the water from here, hang a right, should be airport pretty quick. Now, I didn't see this airport here. In my eyes, it's supposed to be an airport right out there, and I didn't see it. Not for sure. I also didn't see it on GPS then. Not that I can say this is it. The airport I'm going to is right there. Because there was two right up here above it. There's one there and two together up there. Single's what I'm going to. That's probably the other airport I was talking about right there. But if it is, it's pulled up. Now I remember, I thought it was. One here, one there. It looked like his channel kept meandering that way, and really don't. It keeps going. But it looked like on the map it went up that way, right on up toward the lake. But here it shows it going on through. But going this way, I got airport here, one there, and then that up on the lake. Once they hit the water, somewhere along here, along the bank, that's what it showed. That's what I had in mind when I left the place. Just go to the lake and turn right. And the first little airport over right, I think is where I was supposed to be going. And then I'm sure of the numbers I saw. It was 0 NY8. That don't sound like what I looked at. Make sure it's right. No, NY64. That's what I was looking at. That's 0 NY8 is one before we get there. Get back up just a little. We're getting down slow. Might not clear all the trees up through here. We keep easing down. A little bit of a climb right there. Keep that line broken on an uphill climb a little bit, but not too much. For a few minutes anyway. Boeing guys keeps going in and out. X-plane 11, he probably got him into more planes. We'd get more planes. That's all right. Now I'm going to try to level off a little more, not climb so much. Pretty good shape right there. Get back to climbing a little again now. Like I said, the airport's off to the right of that lake. A good little jab off the water. I don't know how far. We should be able to find it, any problem. Before you get to the mountains, I think of Let's go up along this land here. We'll maybe stay on land a little, might not miss the airport. Get out too far on the water, you might not be able to see it. Back over in there. But it's the first airport we cross once we have the water off to our side here, and that's what we're getting now. Let's see if we can come up with a runway heading and get it down. I didn't check the runway heading or nothing. The big old plane got tundra wheels on it, about 3 foot across. Mr. Bowen brought his X-Plane 11 up again. Bet he's testing out airplanes. That's our airfield we headed for right there. My wife's feeling bad. She want me to help her get her clothes ready for bed. I'll try to pull her off and get through here, but if she needed it bad, I would go. She said she'd wait like I did. I told her right over the hill. I thought it was and I'm right. Right there it is. Almost certain that's the airport we're looking at. There's another one up yonder, which is a double airport, 2 of them up there. So I think it's going to be right here in this opening. I think. The first airport on this side, it should be not on the water, but fairly close. The other one up there is a little further away from water. And it's a two airports put together. Down here it's just one. Pretty sure it's going to be it. And it looks like a runway goes from right there to yonder way. So let's prepare for it. See if we can get this thing over here next to the water and work our way into that airport. What am I doing so crooked? There we go. Slow down some. There's 50. 40. And these are miles per hour, I think, not knots. Watch that trees, I'm coming in. This plane right here just comes right on in there, don't it? Get over a little bit. It's going to fall. There we go. I was trying to turn the plane, let the nose of it down. That's what happened then. It was out of speed too, but it might not have dropped if I hadn't dropped the nose to take away from it lift. Anyway, that's it right there. This is the airport. So I don't see that on it, but just a dirt strip, but that's what it is. We're going to stop right out here and call it a day. Right there. Now let's shut this thing back down and put her up for tonight. Let's bring the lights down. And avionics, I got them up. I hadn't been using them up this winter. There we go. Well, we're going to turn the fuel on. Let's stop that way and then shut the magnetors down. And we'll shut the power off. Avionics with power. Everything is down. That's it. And if we go outside and set the park brake, and we'll tie this thing down for tonight. Let's see where we at. I may fly it again next while, but let's tie it down until I get ready to. I'll get right in a minute. There's what I'm looking for right there. And she got the tie down straps tied down. Didn't have chocks, but we tied them down. We got your wheels wet and they froze that ground. You don't have to worry about moving. Anyway, that's it for now. This $10 will be gone by. I'll catch y'all later. Enjoy another flight maybe for long. And I need to get on something else too. Keep running out of time. Things getting, my life gets in the way real quick like.